Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Going to be talking about another Game Gear game here, and this is one that I actually kind of hinted at not too long ago because, well, as per the thumbnail, you know we're going to be talking about Terminator 2. And I loved Terminator 2 back in the day. I just loved the heck out of this. Poured a ton of quarters into it. I've played it recently when I went to Playland, our nearby amusement park that has an arcade in it. It's seen better days, but Terminator 2, the game itself, absolutely love it. Now, I tried to recreate this in the home experience, and about a month ago or so, I showed off the Super Scope for the Super NES, which has Terminator 2 on it. But because of the way that piece of hardware works, it changes all the colors and it looks really weird. So, when I heard it was out for the Game Gear, I thought, well, sure, I'll throw that on there and that'll be just another, thing to try out. I gotta admit, this is probably the best version of Terminator 2, and it's because of this D-pad. I love the D-pad on the Game Gear, and it really makes a difference when you're playing Terminator 2. So, let's fire up the game, and I'll show you what I mean. And yeah, my Game Gear has not been modified. This is the original screen. I actually prefer playing on the original screen. I know there are mods where you can upgrade the screen in a Game Gear, but I like this one. Now, that's going to make it a little tricky for me to line it up so that the camera picks up properly, but I'll do my best. Also, as I'm getting fast and furious with the controls, I hope to keep the screen as level as possible. Also, I'm playing through the camera viewfinder, so let's see what we get. Let's start a game. Yeah, I really, really like the level of control that this D-pad is affording me. Of course, I'm not hitting anything much. There we go. Okay, now, look at that. Yeah, it is very difficult, but you know what? I have played this with the Super Scope on the Super NES, and I've actually seen, I know there's like a version for the Game Boy that you can play, but I think because of this D-pad, I'm actually really loving this version of it. Now, can I get the power-ups at the bottom? Ooh, I'm going to have to because there's that guy. And get the 100 Death Killer to get him. Yeah, take that, bugger. Oh, get that power-up. Gotcha. And none of the trouble with the color scheme that the Super NES one has. Whoa! I've actually gotten farther in this game than on the Super Scope. This may not be coming out in my gameplay here because of the cramped conditions of how I'm actually playing, but it's such a good game and such a good rendition with this D-pad especially. I can paint across the screen so much easier using this D-pad than anything else. It's just flawless, or almost, not flawless, but like, should have got that power up. It's so easy. Effortless. That's the word I'm looking for. Effortless. For me. I'm sure a lot of people have got preferable ways to play this, but I am enjoying on the Game Gear, and it's not a machine that gets a lot of love, so I just wanted to point out, if you want T2 in a decent experience. Now, would this work as well if you have some kind of Game Gear handheld emulator thing? I don't think so. The real joy, of course I'm terminated. Can I continue? Yes. The real joy is this D-pad. I don't think I don't think any kind of like a handheld that's going to play Game Gear games is going to help you out too much. It's the D-pad and the way it is just very easy to work with. I much prefer it to the Game Boy, and I don't know, I haven't actually had my hands on a Lynx in a long time. Maybe that would be better, but This is just such a really good way to play T2. Ooh, what did I do there? Did I get them all? Oh, I must have done the smart bomb. Clear the screen! Get you. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I would get to the second level, because I don't think I'm going to with the way I'm going here. The reason why is that when I was playing this in the arcade back in the day, a buddy of mine and I would throw in a whole bunch of quarters and we would finish the game. And when I got the Super Scope and the various other versions of this, like I've played this on MAME, but without a gun, it's really hard. You can kind of do it with a mouse. It's not really ideal. Oh, we're losing some of our color here. But yeah, trying to play it on MAME was not working out very well for me. And I remember thinking to myself, what are the levels? I've forgotten all the different levels that are in this game. Then I popped this thing in. Got this at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo many years ago. Terminated again. One more continue. And went through this level, and I think there's the truck that comes up and all that kind of good stuff. And then we were suddenly inside where the humans are hanging out. And various Arnolds are infiltrating. And I was just like, oh my god, I'd totally forgotten about the human sort of hideout level. It had been so long since I'd gotten that far in Terminator that I instantly thought, you know what, this is the version for me. This is the way I like to play. Let's get that. I should be picking these things up, actually. But again, with the angle I'm playing at and stuff, this isn't easy. But yeah, no, I got farther playing this version of T2 than I had any previous, including the one with using the Super Scope. And you would think, okay, using the Super Scope is the way to do it. It's a gun. Sure, it messes with the color, turns everything sort of Miami Vice pink, but it's a proper version with the gun and all that kind of stuff. That's the way to play it. No, it was not actually possible to get very far in the game. This, though, yeah, here we go. There's a big hunter death killer. Get him. I'm not going to make it, am I? Probably not. Yeah, Terminator. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, but yeah, this is the way to play Terminator 2 on the Game Gear. This D-pad makes all the difference in the world. And unfortunately, that's game over for me. So until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.